This video recording is one in a series commemorating the discovery of a fundamental particle called the Higgs boson. Now, the team that announced the discovery of the Higgs boson did this on July 4th of 2012. Now, obviously, July 4th is America's Independence Day. Why did they announce it on July 4th? I mean, the search for the Higgs boson could, I guess, be taken back almost 50 years to the announcement by Peter Higgs and his team that they had a theory of the Higgs field. So after 50 years, why do they have to rush and announce it on July 4th? A lot of people in the scientific community and others think that this was a direct insult to the United States. Now, why would they do this? Well, I think it's because we had an ongoing project. Back in the early 90s, we were building something in Texas called the Superconducting Super Collider. This was a particle accelerator that was aimed at the same thing. It was supposed to discover the Higgs boson, if it was going to be discovered, and it worked at even higher energies than the Large Hadron Collider, and it would have been a wonderful instrument to have. I was following this with a lot of enthusiasm, and so were a lot of Americans. And I was so disappointed when, in 1993, Congress decided to cancel this project. Now, we had budget constraints, as always, and we were fighting a war in Iraq. But I think the most legitimate reason why Congress did this was because there was rising costs on this project. And this would annoy me too if I was a congressman. I mean, you're supposed to be representing the American people, and this seems to always happen. The team originally announced the cost was going to be, or the original proposed cost was going to be $4 billion. And at the time of the cancellation, the revised cost was, the last thing I heard was $12 billion. It had gone up 3 times. Now, if I was in Congress, I believe I would have started losing confidence in the team's management of this whole project. So after $2 billion were spent in 1993, Congress pulled the plug on this endeavor. Well, as you know, if you've been watching this series, the project was picked up in Geneva, Switzerland, and we built the Large Hadron Collider. The reason the team was able to build the Large Hadron Collider for $9 billion was because they did it in a really efficient and innovative way. What they did was engineered new equipment that went inside an already existing infrastructure. You see, in Geneva, Switzerland, there was already this particle accelerator that had lived its useful life. It was a positron accelerator, and the tunnels were already there. So all the team had to do was engineer new equipment. I mean, it was very innovative and cutting-edge equipment. Large vacuums and large superconducting magnets to direct the beam around this loop. Stuff that had never been done before, and new engineering achievements. But they didn't have to dig the tunnel, so that saved a lot of money. So, as we all know, this discovery was made, and they announced it on July 4th. So did the United States deserve this? Well, it depends how you look at it. I'm taking it in a positive way. What I think the world is saying to us is that, look, we look up to the United States as technical leaders, as leaders in this whole advancement of mankind into the future. America has traditionally been the technological leader, and I think we probably should think about this. And maybe July 4th is not a bad day to be thinking about this. So along with the hot dogs and the parades, I'm also going to be thinking about our technological leadership and how that's figured in to our whole nation and its greatness. So thank you for listening, and look at some of the newer videos. I'm going to be talking about the Higgs boson and what a marvelous discovery this is and what it means to mankind and our advancement of our knowledge. Thank you.